Hey, Blue Table fans. Shawn here, disembodied voice. And I just got an email from a Brian C. And he has 10,000 points of Orks, which BTP painted up for him. So you know they got to be good. And it was the Rust Orks that I was doing back in like 2010. And he just got his Ork book. And he's feeling a little disheartened. He's possibly been looking online. And so I thought maybe you guys could, you know, tell him what's up and maybe get him reoriented to the new thing and go.
Well, me and Rich aren't very excited about any of that stuff. It's all just kind of like super mundane. Just
get yourself a chopper!
Yeah, right.
Boy,
Brian, if you get a chopper,
you had me going.
So I'm like, this is supposed to be uplifting. What are you doing?
What? It's the opposite.
Right?
It's not opposite, Dave.
No, the new Ork Codex is freaking awesome.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so anybody, and I know we were super excited when the Ork Codex came out, and we were probably some of the only ones that were, but you just have to play a few games. It's changed. It's just changed. It's different. So being in trucks is not the end-all be-all now, because that's what it used to be before.
It never was.
Although I ran 6 trucks in that game, and I had most of them, like a lot of them blew up, and I lost some boys. I only had 1 unit that broke from that. So the mob rule is not as bad. It's not great, but it's not as bad as people talk about. I
don't think it's
there
bad
were
at all,
multiple times that I used my boss pole and I rolled and I stayed in combat because I rolled a 1. It's random. You can't depend on things. That's why you have to have lots of different things.
A lot of the results on there.
So hold on. So what about 30 boys?
Oh,
is that useless to field that?
No, it's awesome.
It's good
because they're never going to break. You roll. If you roll the 1, and you roll the 1 again.
If you're not in combat.
Yeah, if you're not in combat, if you roll the 1 and a 1 again, or 1 and 2, 1, 2.
No, it's just a 1. Just a 1.
Yeah. You'd have to roll that twice to actually run away.
And you can have so many characters in an Ork army now. I mean, you can have these little mechs.
Just the mechs.
And the mechs are awesome. Look at the mech entry.
Yep.
You can have a rocket if you want them to go with the tank busters and just shoot rockets.
Or you can just spam it. As many of those as you can take.
You can take
free rocket guys.
You can take a combi weapon with a scorcher.
Yep.
So a heavy flamer, not just a flamer, a heavy flamer. You can put those in all your truck units, and they come out, jump out, heavy flamer on something, and I mean just go to town.
Versatility.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. And then here's the other advantage to the mech.
The challenge stuff.
They accept the challenges for the boss.
Yep.
So in our combat over here, it took 3 rounds for him to get to my power.
I was waiting through all these characters.
He's just wading through, kills my mech, kills my pain boss, then finally he gets to my character before he can kill my...
Those mechs are just like, I'll accept.
I'll accept the challenge. You know, he kills a couple of boys as well. But yeah, so the mechs are great. And the gifts of Gork and Mork, oh my goodness. The Dead Shiny Shit is not great. The Thinking Cap I think it's really good. Some people don't like it.
It is good, but if you have to choose only one thing, I really, really like the Lucky Stick.
And Mason, if you're bringing a Mega Armor boss, bring a Lucky Stick.
Yeah, you'll hurt someone's
If you're in competitive play, that's just disgusting. It's so awesome.
The reroll is a 2+.
It's a 2+ reroll.
So I played a game where I was shot by 72 Fire Warriors twice with, let's see, they had the Ethereal giving me extra shots every 12. And there was Cadre Fireblades in there too, so I don't even know how many shots that was. But 72 Fire Warriors unloading on that war boss, didn't die. He just soaked it all up for Mega Dots, and they all went in and just routed the entire army themselves. Because that's stupid good.
Deal with it.
Yeah.
Labas, I mean...
I can't wait to get my Necrons out. And start just piking stuff like that. Tesseract Labyrinth, Mind Shackle Scarabs. Yep, guess what? Doesn't matter. None of that mattered.
Everybody talks about how great a Thunderfire cannon is, and it is. It's great.
Now it's not so scary.
Labas are the same thing. You can have 5 Labas for 90 points. It's a Strength 5, AP 5, Small Blast, 5 of them.
And they're
boom, 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 boom. 90 points.
Yep.
So, and you just keep it
18
hidden.
points each.
You keep it hidden.
And you shoot at them.
Yep.
You have to wound Toughness 7 with a 3-up armor save to kill a grot.
Not just that, you can add extra grots to the unit and just put those extra ones all out front. So you only need 1 behind each gun, so that it'll start taking wounds on all of the guys in front, and then it'll take the guns, and then it'll finally go to the last.
You want to be careful not to. If you take 25% casualties, their leadership is very poor, so they can run. But so just if you want to bring a lot,
Yep.
then you keep them so that. But if you're bringing multiple detachments, or you're in an environment where you can bring multiple combined arms detachments, man, you can bring so many little. You could have 2 characters and 2 mechs and 2 trucks full of boys, and so every truck would have 3 characters in it. If you wanted, if you could spam combined arms detachments, you could have every truck have 3 characters in it.
Yep.
I mean,
Easily.
yeah,
Easily.
crazy.
So you change your strategy.
Yes.
That's all it is.
Yes.
Change your army.
That's if you're a truck player. I love trucks, and I still am going to bring
So
them.
the biggest thing that's hard about trucks now is that when your truck blows up, you take a pinning check right away. And then you roll the mob table if you fail that pin check. And then you'll roll and probably take some wounds from your mob roll. This is what kills people, is you'll take wounds from that, and then you'll take wounds if they take 25% casualty.
Right,
so
but
come around,
on
they can take it
average, it only kills 1 or 2 boys.
There's
not
been times
6 boys.
where I've rolled like crazy high. I mean, it's
Right,
it's
But
still
you
a dice game.
can, on the other side, you can
average.
roll crazy low.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't wound anybody.
So on average, you're going to lose 4 boys tops, and you'll still count as passing.
Right.
That's the important part. Is you don't go, oh, now I'm running back, or I'm stuck there. You go, okay, now I count as passing, and I run forward. That's the really nice part.
They talk about it being so bad. I mean, first you have to fail the pinning test, and yeah, I mean it's a little less than 50% of the time you're gonna fail that.
Average on dice is 7.
Yeah. So
Leadership 7, so most of the time you're going to pass anyways.
and then you got your mob rule, and yeah. So I'm loving the Orc Codex. I just finished a few new units. I've got my Mega Armor knobs that I'm working on, and the Gorkanaut is sitting on my workbench to do that.
Flash
And,
kits.
but I can't do that because I don't have a good enough big mech yet. Spoiler.
Yeah. Flash kits though. I just got 10 flash kits.
Oh, they're so good.
Those things are awesome.
They're so
220 points.
They're
straight
they're-
5 random AP.
I think they're
Right.
an all-around unit.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
pretty good. They're pretty good assaulters.
Yep.
They're pretty good shooters. They're not specialized.
They're
so
pretty good shooters.
They're
Things
pretty
are
good
awesome.
shooters.
3 shots.
Shut
It's assault 3. If they stand
Shut
still,
up.
they get ballistic skill +1 too.
I never stand still. I'm always coming
You
forward.
never know. You never know. There might be a time where you're like, oh, this is a perfect opportunity.
And the thing that's crazy is I'm going, man, I don't know if I can find room for my Ludas. Ludas are cheaper than they used to be, and they used to be one of the best units in your
Used to
army.
always take them.
You always
Now
took
there's
them.
that's what I love about the new book actually, is there's so many things that you're like, I could play this way, I could play this way, I could
Yeah.
play this way. Now there's like so much variation that you can go anywhere because everything's so much cheaper too.
One of the other fun things about Orcs is the named characters are really not great.
Yeah.
There's a couple that are good. I mean, Mad Dog Grotsnake's really
He's
good.
really good now.
But you can make awesome characters just from the generic stuff. Come up with your own names like Chirok and Gazrod.
Yep.
And come up with your-
Gazrod?
That's his
I
guy.
think he meant Gormek.
Oh, is it who's Gazrod? I don't know.
That mech that we were trying to fight over.
How about
Gourmet.
my orc chieftain's name is Big Rod. Okay, go ahead. If I ever do orcs, that's going to be it.
Yep.
No, stop, freeze. Don't move. Okay, first off, I want you to see this figure that's being cut. Sarah just walked up and was like,
She's just giving you a mean look.
oh no, not at all. Not at all.
He just really likes my hair.
Oh yeah, I just
We
can't
like
get
your
past
hair
it.
too, Sarah.
It's really cool.
It's
looking.
green.
Yeah.
It's neat.
Green's always good to us.
I'm a pretty parrot.
That's awesome.
Hold on. Oh, jeez. You want another cracker? All right.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Hold on a second, guys.
Your
Oh,
background
jeez.
for your war boss or for your big mech or for your character, and play the orcs because they're fun. And you know what? It's fun for your opponent even when you're smashing their face because
It's orcs.
It's orcs. I mean, even if they're beating you, they're still losing stuff, so you feel like you're being successful.
Stuff's dying, so that means you're
The
winning.
worst part, I'll tell you the one bad thing about playing orcs. Putting your stuff away after a game.
Yeah,
oh my
that's the
goodness.
only downside.
It's tough. So
Do it now.
it's all worth it. So have fun with your orcs and have fun with your boys, and just keep playing your orcs.
And you know what? You can play whatever you want. Like I keep saying, you can play whatever you want. So play a game with the things that you like. You don't have to build a competitive army. Just play it how you like first, feel it out, and then you can kind of build around that.
And we're really right now we're just talking about the orc codex. There are so many options for orcs. There's
the formations and stuff,
What was that you
too.
played from today?
I played the Imperial Armor Book 8. Oh, by the way, I don't think I told this to people in the video. I forgot to tell people.
Oh, is that the
If you go to
the
Battle
Mech
Scribe-
Boy one?
Yeah, if you have Battle Scribe, it actually has like all of the Forge World stuff in there.
Yep.
So you can just add in the Forge World like Orc Assault or whatever it is. I forget.
Yeah.
But all that stuff's in there. It's awesome, and it's updated too.
Yeah, and the rules are really easy. I mean, they say you can buy a kill cannon. You know what that is because it's in the codex.
Yep.
So there's lots of different options. You can play out of the Wog Gazgul. You can play out of the Imperial Armor.
Orcs have the most formations.
You can
too.
play. Is that
Out
right?
of everybody, yeah, they have the most formations right now.
So you can play so many different ways. You know what? If you're concerned about morale, if it's really that big a deal to you,
Like Walker
take
Heavy.
a Stompa.
Walker
The
Heavy.
Stompa
Oh, that's it,
goes
yeah.
fearless 12 inches around it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just fearless. You don't
Yeah,
care
I
about
don't care.
morale anymore. your trucks break open. We're just fearless.
Yeah, who cares?
Who cares? So yeah, so you can answer any concern with the Orc Codex.
That would be fun. I wonder if we would count as fearless if we've added a stomp in between both of our armies.
Are you guys still going? Or are you?
We're always going.
We're always going.
All right, well then keep going.
No, we're
Stop on my
good.
turn.
But seriously, you did need a choppa. I think most Orc players do have their own choppa.
Yep.
So
Must have a choppa.
You must have a choppa. That'll make you happy. Just grab it every once in a while and just hold it.
Yep.
And yeah. Just,
You'll be surprised how much better your dice roll actually after you get one.
well, especially if you take one of those dice and just smash it with the choppa.
Yep.
I'd be like, let that be a lesson to the rest of you.
That's right.
Dice.
I did that. It totally works. It works.
It's fantastic.
Orky logic.
Really great. All right, thanks a lot, guys. Much appreciated.
Thanks.